Hungry? Order your favorite meals and drinks from hundreds of restaurants through the best app and have your food delivered to your doorstep. Download the ad-free delivery app now.
So you said you had come to do market research. That's that for you, and you're here still maxing out your mom's cards.
100%. I was ready for it. You know, my mom used to tell me that I don't have any more cards, and I wouldn't believe her. I really wouldn't believe her.
But she believed in you.
Yeah.
Have you ever asked her what it was?
Yeah, first of all, she told me that she missed an opportunity with Afshan.com when I started Afshan very earlier. So I guess this is her making up for it.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyway, even now, the ideas I used to give her are not lousy. So she saw something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I get it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you come to Zambia, you're in this hotel.
Yeah.
So what are you doing?
Checking over the people can spend money. So I wanted to see, number one, do they have enough restaurants? Number two, do they spend on food? Number three, what is their basket size when you go to supermarkets? That's it.
So how are you finding out all these things?
I go to restaurants. Then I went to the club too, twice. It was nice, it was fire. And then I also went to, a couple of places here and there. Supermarkets, stood by the tills and see how people are spending.
How do you just go and stand by the till?
You just walk in and you stand.
And if they ask you?
They won't ask you anything.
Hey, you're ballsy, you guy.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm observing. Does anybody feel threatened? No. Then, please leave me.
But it might look, I may feel threatened. Why are you?
I'll walk around, try in the shop, stand by the till, see. People are spending an average of maybe 1,000 kwacha, which is like $100 back then, or more. Then I had my research, and it was time for me to make a decision to permanently, not even permanently. I wanted to move here for 3 months. 6 months, sorry, 3 months. Yeah.
So do you leave?
I leave 4 days later.
Go back to Zim?
Go back to Kenya.
Go back to Kenya now?
Go back to Kenya to tell Mr. Jens that it's time for me to move back to Zambia for good now. So, I only knew one person.
And this was?
In Zambia. When I was in Zambia, doing my market study, once again, the driver is here.
Yeah.
It's just the drinks, you can just
get.
You don't have to even cut.
Okay, when you're in Zambia?
So when I'm in Zambia, I walk into this Apple store. I was going to buy a phone cover. And
Wait. So you go to Kenya. After 4 days, you go back to Kenya.
This is before I go back to Kenya.
Okay, yeah.
So before I go back to Kenya, I don't forget the first person I ever met in Zambia. I walk into an Apple shop. It was at Manda Hill. It's one of the malls.
Yeah.
And at this store, I find a guy. I think his name was Ahmed. And I told him I want to buy a cover. The way this guy sold this cover to me, it was so fascinating. I was so impressed. I was like, do you want to work for me? I told him I got this project, blah, blah, blah. Do you feel like you want to leave this shop and do something? I was like, yeah, sure. He was like, this is my number. I told him, your one task at this particular point is to get me somewhere to stay in the next 2 weeks because I'm coming back. And I left the following day.
I swear. Yeah. You're operating like you're a don.
I know. And I'm moving around with hundreds of shillings in my pocket. But I'm okay. As long as you can speak English, I can speak English.
Yeah.
I'm good. I went to the airport, went to Kenya, met Jens a few more days for those 2 weeks.
So now you're planning, I found my market.
This is where I'm going.
It's going to work.
It has to work. 100%. I went, told Jens that we finalized things here and there.
So finalize means on the app?
Yeah, a few things that were left. He was still working on it.
Okay.
Yeah. Stayed there for a bit and came back. So my plan was to do this. My plan was to come and look for a logistics partner. When I look for a logistics partner, I give them the app and we collaborate on the marketing. Then I leave. Yeah, then I go to the next country. So I had countries planned out.
And just in case somebody doesn't understand, by logistics you mean
someone with the bikes.
Yeah.
Tell them deliver for me. I'll give you the orders you deliver. Yeah. I came. So when I went back and I came back the second time, this was me now settling in. I got an Airbnb, and while I was staying the Airbnb, I noticed they had a very beautiful pool house. Nobody was doing anything there, and I asked them, are you leasing that space? They said no. So I'm like, can I lease it from you? They're like, yeah. And that was our first free delivery office.
And who was in that space?
The pool house was empty.
No. Like you were alone there.
The Airbnb, the pool house was empty. The Airbnb, it was a family of 2 guys, brother and sister.
No.
Cousin.
So, I mean, do you have any employees at this time?
No, it's me alone. Me and Ahmed.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So I when I came back, so I rented a very old Toyota Corolla 110. Very beat up.
Still maxing out your mom's cards.
Yeah, a bit. She's sending me some money here and there.
Okay.
And then all this stuff, and it's not a lot. I don't want people to think that I was given like tens of thousands. We're talking about hundreds of thousands, like $100 here, $200 here. And then.
So the Airbnb then, how are you? Who was paying that? The credit card?
Maxing my cards.
Okay.
My mom always had hidden cards somewhere. I don't know where she's getting them from. Yeah, but I was running a good $1,000 a month minimum.
Yes.
Yeah. So at this time, I don't know anything. I don't know anyone, and I'm not willing to stay for long and establish a whole business. I give you the tech, we partner, I leave. So I do my research. There are 3 guys in the market. They're doing okay. They're not big. They're not small. They've gone through the process that I don't want to go through, which is acquisition of restaurants. So it's just adding some diesel to the fire, and we're good.
Okay, I get it.
So I approach them, and I tell them, this is my plan. This is my intention. Do you want to partner? The guys say no. We're doing something also. And we don't think we need you. I'm like, okay, are you sure? And the guys are like, yeah, I'm sure. I'm like, all right, cool. Then I guess you've got no option here but to compete. With the best man win. And that's how I went and applied for a visa. A work permit.
Oh man.
Yeah, 3 months, a temporary one, and I got it. Which later I extended for another 3 months and 2 years and 2 more years ish.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I went, I registered the company, I did everything. And I was ready to go. So the first agenda of the day was to get partners on board restaurants. Telling them this is what I'm doing and I want you to put your restaurant on my platform. What is the platform
How old
called?
are you at this time?
I was 5 years ago.
Okay.
The day before yesterday was 6 years since I got the idea of free delivery. It's in my LinkedIn. Yeah. So I'm going.
You're 32 now.
Now?
Yeah.
I'm 32. I'm like back
so
then
that
I
was
28,
37.
26,
37. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm telling them this is what I want to do. They're like, will you allow customers to call? I'm like, no. Everything has to come through the app. Then they're like, nope. This will never work unless you allow customers to place phone calls and order meals. I'm like, no, because if let's say I grow to 100 orders a day, how am I going to be processing them with phone calls? So yeah, of course, about 90% of them. It took me 1 year to do that thing. Yeah.
What?
1 year.
To get partners?
Yeah.
Can you remember the first partner who said yes?
Yeah, Shanghai.
No complications. They understood.
Yeah.
Because you're doing marketing for them.
Mug and Bean. Yeah, but these are also guys that had exposure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mug and Bean also are like, wonderful, we love it.
Yeah. They didn't say we love it. They're just like, whatever, man, just take it. Here's the menu. Nobody was like, oh my God, thank you. Thank you for this idea. It's amazing. Looking forward to it. The guys were like, "Eish, take the menu, stop bothering us."
All you were asking them was, can I have your menu to put your menu on?
I won't charge you anything, yeah. Nobody came and told me, oh, we're looking forward to it.
Was anybody interested in wanting to sit you down? Tell me more.
No. I lost a lot of confidence through this period, by the way, because I was getting so many rejections. It started affecting me. Yeah, so I just used to send Ahmed. I'm like, you go, man. Let me just sit here and deal with the administration issues.
And what were the administration issues?
So I'm still setting up the company. Most of it is just sitting, chilling, and building with Jens.
Oh, okay.
That's where most of my time went, actually.
Building.
I became now behind the tech. We're still improving. As this guy's onboarding, still improving.
But at this time, no logistics, no customers.
Nothing.
You're just onboarding partners.
For a whole year. By the time I was launching, the first partner we had onboarded had forgotten about us. I had to start over again. He said no. I don't remember you guys. Others are like, oh, I thought you guys gave up.
What do you mean? So they said, no, we don't remember you. Because now you had to tell them we're live.
Yeah, we're live. Are you ready to take orders? And some of them will not even pick up. I had to drive to the restaurant and say, I need to place an order now. The customer placed an order 10 minutes ago. Here is the order.
What?
Yeah.
Because they're not picking up your...
They're not picking up. It's not like...
Okay, wait. Okay, let's take this thing slow. Yeah. So for a whole year, all you're doing is onboarding partners.
Yeah.
Some are saying this thing will never work. First and foremost, there's the logistics guys you've gone to for partnership.
Yeah, they've
said, hell no, we are creating a tech like this. Number two, now you then decide, no problem, handshake, let the best man win.
Yeah.
So now it's about competition. Or actually, not even competition. Now it's about you onboarding partners.
Yeah.
So you go to all these different restaurants. Some agree, some don't agree.
Yeah.
But it takes so long that now by the time... But hold on, before you're going live, what about logistics?
So I went and got 2 bikes and paid half for them.
Aha.
Yeah. I went and negotiated with a guy I didn't even know. I don't know how the guy believes it was a good idea.
So you paid for 1 bike and literally you had to pay for another bike.
So I paid basically for 2, but I paid only half. So it's like paying 1 full bike.
Yes, that's what
Yeah. That's how I got 2 bikes. Without even registration. Number plates, nothing.
And now riders?
So...
The only employee you have is Ahmed.
Yeah,
Ahmed.
Yeah. And then now I hired 2 more guys. They resigned the following day. I said my idea was bullshit. Oh man! I remember one of them sending me an email telling me, "Oh, I wish you all the best, and I hope you meet in the future." This guy made me lose
So was there a rider?
No, there were admin guys.
The admin guys.
I was looking for I was now starting to build customer care because I wanted my business to be customer centric. Okay,
so explain. We've gotten the partners, aka the restaurants. I've understood the logistics in terms of the riders. You've got now at least I know you have 2 bikes. So now these guys that you are hiring, it sounds like you brought in customer service.
Yeah.
So you are hiring people to make phone calls.
Make phone calls.
So why would that be necessary?
Because you still have to call the restaurant.
Oh, yeah. So right now when I hit up your app, this app is not the information.
No, it's linked. It's linked, but some of them, the small ones, you still have to call them.
Oh,
there's back and forth. Don't forget, we don't just cancel orders. Most traditional apps would, if there's 1 or 2 things missing from the thing, they'll cancel the whole order. We don't do that. So we call the customer and
it's
tell
like
them
when we ordered our meal, our Indian yesterday, and we ordered for 2 liter water, 1 liter water. The restaurant didn't have 1 liter water, but somebody called me and asked me, they don't have 1 liter, but they have 500 ml. That's not the restaurant. No, that's your app.
Us. We got a dedicated call center of 12 people, 6 per shift.
Okay, wait. Changamka. Don't let this food make you sleepy. I know the food was nice. Okay, so this is the interesting bit. This is the whole reason we've been watching this. So the guy you are hiring, the guys who said we forget you, they quit after 24 hours. Why? What I mean, so not even why. What were you hiring them for?
Customer service. But when they came and saw that there was no activity, I was like, I'm just wasting my time here. One quit today, the other one quit the next day.
Okay.
Back to basics.
So you had to get new customer service guys.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, what about going to market? So customers.
So customers, first of all.
When did you get your first customer?
The day I launched. I've never gone a day without a customer.
Till today?
Till today.
From the day you launched?
From the day I launched.
Your riders have been on the move.
Yeah.
There's been revenue coming in.
Yeah. From the day I launched. Let me just.
Okay. Another question I want to ask.
Yeah.
From a payment perspective, I heard you right now when you did your order, you said there's 7 payments. So when I think of it from a Kenya perspective, I'm thinking M-Pesa, credit card, Visa.
Yeah.
So, but rarely do I think cash.
Yeah.
So here, majority of the people, from a mobile money perspective, they are not as developed.
No, we're paying cash. It was just cash payments.
So the rider comes, I give him cash.
He goes. Yeah.
Okay.
But that changed very fast.
But majority of the people in Zambia right now, do they still use cash?
Yeah. 55% of our transactions are cash.
Aha.
Yeah.
So that cash, do you have to take it to the restaurant immediately?
No. Riders move around with float.
Oh.
Every rider has a Visa card.
And a PDQ machine.
Yeah. If he's required to make payments, he'll just swipe for his order.
Okay.
And then the customer will refund.
So how did you get this one
that
out?
That is very rare because most of the restaurants we don't pay immediately. It's only the small ones. So the others just collect. The conciliations will be done every end of the week and settlements done.
Okay.
Yeah.
So and did you have this conversation with the restaurants in the beginning? And they were okay to say
no, everybody was on cash basis.
We want our cash now.
Now, before you collect that food, you have to pay now.
You see, these are the small things.
Yeah, before you have to pay now. If you don't have cash, let me tell you.
So how are you doing that? Because the cash comes to you after.
You need to raise floats, and then you need to keep this money rotating. So every morning you have to give a rider some cash, let's say 300.
Yes.
And hope that he doesn't have an order that is above that. So what he's going to do
at least his first order shouldn't be above that.
Because now what happens is, now he'll make an extra 50 from deliveries. So now he'll have 350.
Yeah.
So, and then he'll make another 50. Now he'll have 400. So he'll keep increasing his float.
But if this is then, we're talking about then.
Yeah.
So that time with the first order was, anyway, you had 2 bikes then.
Yeah.
Now you have how many bikes?
60 something, I don't know.
Okay, we are going to get to this level of I don't know. Made it level.
Yeah.
But how did you advertise your business in the beginning then?
Organic. I just made sure I gave exceptional service.
No, but who was the first one? How did they know? That first person who ordered?
Oh, I think I just put it on social media, Facebook. And I boosted it for like $20. I said, my mom's card again.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you use social media, you didn't do flyers?
No. How? With what?
Your mom's card.
No. Don't forget, this is a virtual card.
Okay.
So you can't go anywhere and swipe for it.
Yeah. Okay, so your first marketing was social media.
Social media.
And that led to your first customer. So they downloaded and used the product. How did that feel?
My first customer was from Toyota Zambia.
How did that feel?
Man, it was unbelievable. The first day I did 3 orders, not 1, 3.
From strangers?
3.
So that showed that your app works.
And we were so excited at the office because now I eventually got a customer care agent, a lady. Yeah. Me and her did a dance there and it worked.
Does she still work for you?
No, she left 2 years ago or so. No, not 2 years. Yeah. A while back. It's almost 2 years.
Okay.
But we're still friends. We talk a lot.
So now continue the story.
So yeah, so I've onboarded people. People now have started ordering.
You still have 2 bikes?
Still have 2 bikes that are breaking down every day. And then the worst happens. Okay? The worst happens, my visa runs out.
Yeah.
There's a law that says if you want to apply for a permanent visa, there's a law that says if you want to apply for a permanent visa, you have to be out of the country. So this is me, I've started a baby. Okay? Yeah, I've got 2 riders. They're doing at least 5 deliveries a day. And then when it's about now to start growing, my visa is done. I've got 2 riders. These 2 riders, I got them from competitors, by the way. They came deliver. I'm like, oh, do you want a job? I'm like, yeah, sure. I think they were convinced because I was a foreign company. I don't know why. And my visa runs out, and they tell me I have to leave the country, and I leave, and the problems now start.
Yeah. Okay. Wait there. We'll come back. Let's just take a slight break.
Okay.